Что ж, продолжаем проходить Mass Effect. Так, у нас тут... Здравствуйте. Идите, пожалуйста, вот сюда. Нам давали квесты. Приоритет Цитадель. Нет, приоритет Цитадель просто написано. Приоритет Цитадель. О, Диана Алерс. На смену предыдущему репортеру достали этого. Есть карта? О, есть карта. Так, воздушный шлюз. Зона отдыха Диана Алерс. Развивательный аккаунт, контрольно-пропускной пункт. Привет, Туриане. Что с тобой нельзя поговорить? Такое ощущение, что она двигается немножечко по-другому. Так, Вин. Ну, да. Кстати, Палаян. Это главная планета турианцев. Перед уходом вы должны посвятить цели. Нормально. Правда, вот эти здания, это нарисовано 2D картинка. Вот. Так, Алина.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Well, this is Docking Bay D. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for any other important areas. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel for medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the city.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate...
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D-24. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship North. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent...
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located...
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you...
Ну, давай.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Какая у тебя мода? Здорово, пиздим с тобой.
What's going on here? Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers.
Такое ощущение, что лицевая анимация
I think we can
лучше.
help each other.
Немножечко.
I suppose you want an interview?
Все еще лучше,
Even
чем в
better.
Андромеде.
I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all council. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy. Why would I want that? Wars can be won or lost in the editing room. And this war, I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking? Tell your producers yes for now. We'll see how. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions? How much gear can I bring? 1 footlocker. Aye, aye, Commander.
И больше сундучка. Ну ладно. Кодекс одно. Военные ресурсы. Вот. Блин, тут нельзя посмотреть. Ну, короче, это военные ресурсы. Это вот то, что нам нужно будет накапливать. Чем больше, тем лучше. Без турианец почему-то стоит без оружия. Больница. Больница, посольство. Поехать в больницу. Ну, такое ощущение, что на улице гроза. Умер. Тут, кстати, где-то Тейн. О, уже. Сеть магазинов Цитадель. Лево на кислотный организм. Я не помню, зачем это все надо, но давайте все это купим. По-моему, эта параша, тут то ли можно кому-то дарить. Такой.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
Колбас
I'm
ТТС.
sorry. No.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured.
Где я смогу носить оружие?
No human.
Hello, Commander Shepard. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times.
You can really cover treatment for any.
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living.
Более
Aquatic
редких видов.
environments, for example, are available on short notice.
О, водоплавающие, это...
What about the medical staff?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, with access to cutting-edge technology and support from...
Thank you.
Please.
Немного очень странно. Ой. О, доктор Чаклас.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars.
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor.
Полгода прошло.
I've
Или
been
полтора.
fortunate.
Да, полгода.
When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a...
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to...
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's med...
I couldn't agree more. You say the word, and I'm with you.
Ого.
Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Спасибо.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering.
Ну вот. Плюс 5 очков репутации. Доктор Чаклас, доктор Мишель. Доктор Мишель, что такая? Ты, по-моему,
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
на
Dr.
здорово.
Michel, it's been a long time.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs.
А,
Now I'm head physician in a preceding You
это,
gave me this chance.
это тетка из первой
I see
части.
you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
Это тетка из первой части, которая еще отдавала медикаменты нуждающимся в обход всего.
How is Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless.
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital... I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies?
We're well stocked now, but I can't... We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
For a
Already
center of
began.
this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 supports. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Странно, это какая-то маленькая больница. Это не столько больница, сколько непонятно, что клиника. Вставай. Чё? Чё у вас есть? Чё? Вставай, чё? Ты валяешься? Ничего нет. Ну, конечно, круто выглядит. Такое небо. Интересно, на ночь не включают? Так, где вообще быстрее неподвижно? Подвижная крыло. Экзаменационный палат. А вот седьмой. Это неподвижное крыло. Ну тут все, конечно, очень странно все это выглядит на больнице. Не столько больница, сколько реально какая-то полуаптека расширенная какая-то. Так. Ну, экзаменационное крыло это... Что это такое? Что это сам? Рок. Блин.
You got pretty banged up. I just wanted to check in on you.
Что со светом в этой игре? Я не понимаю, то слишком тускло, что слишком такое.
Despite all this, get some rest, okay? You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care.
Я помню, что, по-моему, если
See you soon.
не... Я помню прикол небольшой, что, типа, если не навещать персонажа, то он, по-моему, умрет. Там что-то такое есть, конечно. Тут должен, по идее, Тейн Крилс. Ну ладно. Так, тут мы побыли. Как она странно бегает. В чем? Нет, она так бегает, как будто бы, блин. Иди. Кстати, есть еще небольшой прикол. Как вот разные. И в играх, в всех играх разные люди. Она, короче, так бегает, как будто у нее ноги не совсем работают. Поехали в посольство. Ребят. Команда Шепард. Ой, большая локация. Офисный комплекс. Или вон там. Уже вижу волос. Вон там. Да. Офисы посольства, кружно. И отделение спектров. Блин, как печусь. СБ. Кружное отделение СБ. Служба безопасности. СБЦ. Служба безопасности Цитадель. Офис сотрудника. Здорово.
Hello, Commander. The current Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel.
Where's the Spectre requisition?
The Spectre Requisitions District. Note that requisition forms are
Запросы
available
спектров
only to
это
agents
магазин
What else is in
спектров.
the area?
This area is reserved. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall.
That's it. Thanks.
Please.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to
Слушай. Я хоть помню, что с этими хуйнями что-то будет связано.
Please tell the primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. The invading force appears to be
Посольство. Посольство людей. Это прям посольство. Бездна Шрайка. Патрианские люди.
these galaxy-wide attacks.
Так, по-моему, можно то ли диалоги подслушивать, и это будет что-то такое. То ли какая-то такая.
The Council called the invaders
Закрыть.
Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy.
Альянс присоединяется.
Secretary has abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster to
Не
incoming.
так уж и плохо. Это, по-моему, эти самые колонны.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
You're such a nice young woman.
Господи, бабка.
You know, you remind me of my daughter-in-law.
Все? Это весь дело? Типа, бабка забыла, что у него сын то ли умер, то ли еще что-то. Так, вопросы. Местное отделение СБЦ. Пойдем сначала сходим в запрос спектр. Это есть. Окей. И иконка спектра. Первая часть. И после спектра. Спектрового просто разошелся. Терминал спектра, запросы спектра. Что-то терминал. Здорово. Провести безопасную и свежего имплантата. Цитадели, получников наберется вопрос на силу сражения. На Илиме был заложен вариант спектра Вальперсея. Флот созывает паломников, приготовить корабли и этого бывает. Не знаю, что это. Ну ладно. А вот и магазин. О, старается прочесть. Короче. Дробовики. О, я помню это оружие. Но у меня денег слишком мало. Нет оружия, по крайней мере, пока что. Стрельбище. Ну, стрельбище ничего интересного нет. Стрельбище это просто стрельба. Бери. Быстрее всего в мире во второй части.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here,
О.
Miss Al-Jalani. The council's simply not granting interviews at this
Это
time.
самое. Репортер из первой и второй части.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper? I don't have time to babysit them.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an
Чтобы жить в палатке.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Иди давай сюда.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Да-да-да. Заебал отвечал. Заебался отвечать на вопрос.
See, you're keeping the peace?
Yeah, I feel like a glorified...
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts, I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you...
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians.
Don't lose your edge. You might...
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my finger. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. If this ain't the end of days...
Герой. Кстати, я не помню, в чем прикол. Тут есть увеличение репутации, которое дает и звездочку, и крылышко, а есть конкретно крылышко. Окей. Впервые я такой баг вижу, но, по крайней мере, здесь. Здорово.
Commander, Counselor Udina said you'd be coming.
Еще.
If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Counselor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
Кончено.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked.
Я вам говорил на продолжении нескольких лет.
We need your help. Everything you can.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own...
We must fight this enemy.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really...
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together, but it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scales. It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
У вас есть фотка лучше.
Liara believes it can work, and Udina's right. We need to. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy.
Чё мотаешь головой?
The unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth,
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean.
You're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot in the council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so?
They're scared and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can't. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
Что за примарх? А, примарх турианцев.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way, but the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future, the fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to...
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status.
Вы заебали.
And various resources will be made available to you.
2 раза увольняли, 2 раза восстанавливали. Вроде во второй части меня восстановили в Спектре.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Заебали. Во второй части восстанавливали меня в звании. А опять... Так, что, с тобой можно поговорить?
The Council, you say. Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread them. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Any news from Earth?
That is constant news. All of it. The Reapers are destroying satellites in the old nuclear missile silos. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is...
What's your read on the counselors?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. In Sparatus, I take what he offers. It's strange days when...
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others...
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us...
That sounds like you won't succeed. I helped
you. You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule in humanity. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's calm buoys. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all their worth, and I can broker enough...
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out. I must know. I must have known. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Ну, дальше. Странно, что Удина стал не таким пидорасом, как в первой части. В первой части он вообще конченый. Если не такой дикий. Так, ну, тут я уже смотрел. Что интересно. Окей. Но судя по тому, что там 100 000 Подозреваю, что денег у меня будет только же сколько в первой части. А не как... Да что такое? А не как во второй. Во второй части денег вообще практически нет.
I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my job. Yeah, if it...
Так, тебя больше ничего нельзя спросить. Так, что у нас по данным? Бездна трайка. Наш райк. Второстепенные квесты, которые появляются из ниоткуда. Какие-то люблю. Здорово.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people
А
of
ты
Commander
заебал.
Shepard. Kalisa Benzine and Al-Jalani.
Я
How
знаю,
do you
кто.
justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
Как ты можешь объяснить то, что ты не
I
там?
came to get help for Earth.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Kalisa, we're doing everything we can.
Вот это вот
Before they
кринжовые.
cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
Некоторые мувы, они
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die
кринжовые.
trying.
I will. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm glad you're on our side.
Военные ресурсы обновлены. Колеса. Уф. Когда вернемся на Нормандию, можно будет посмотреть, сколько их лет. Здорово, качок.
Hey, Commander.
Здорово.
Yara told me the council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? People are whispering about it. They're talking about it. But
I take it this is your first time here.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the... It's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes, they'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was...
Yeah. That's what I...
So, you still want to...
Hell yeah, but you were right. So was Anderson. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time?
Maybe I'll do that.
Что за репутация? Что за ебаная репутация? Как она распределяет? Или это дается в смысле самый большой? Так, ну ладно, больше говорить нечего. Поехали еще раз в больницу, съездим, там нормально. Может, как я понял, что-то новое появилось. А здесь что-нибудь интересное?
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
Yeah.
How's Ashley doing?
The head trauma was... You can go see her if you like.
Травма. Диалог. Тот же самый. Блин, интересно, у этого солдата с ПТСР можно квест получить? Типа как вот подслушать. Но скорее всего бы мне его сразу выдали. Приделали бы туда что-нибудь. Так, тут закрыто. Там закрыто. Ничего нет. Окей, пошли. Больше типа тут делать нечего. Пошли тогда в этот самый. На Нормандии делать-то больше нечего.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at...
Странно, я вот эти хуй не помню, писать, что нужно будет делать. Ну, раз пока что с ними ничего делать не надо, значит, стоит об этом беспокоиться. Да, окей. Так, ну, нормально, да? Больше, в принципе, делать нечего. Ой, блядь. Забыл. Тут будут эти ебаные сны. Ебаные сны с побегушками, в которых нельзя ускоряться. Я даже не помню, куда он жил. За пацаном? Я, конечно, понимаю, что вроде как, наверное, хотели передать того, что Шепарда поразило, что он дохуя невидные люди. Но все это как-то странно передало. Все это передали как-то странно. Он еще, кстати, кринжово двигается и исчезает. И я не помню, наверное, это. Бля, ну материал этот круто, конечно, сделан. Материал этот сверху. Но он не сгорел. Если бы он сгорел, то было бы уместно. Но он не сгорел. Его ёбнули. Что такое? Эй, верните мне мою каюту из второго Mass Effect. Хотя бы кровать оставили. Тяжелые боеприпасы, судя по всему.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the... It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until...
I know.
Are you alright?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Что действительно тебя беспокоит?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me.
Что-то не слышал.
We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned... There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought...
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line... In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades.
Давай посмотрим.
In the CIC, you'll find a galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination.
Как и
You can
всегда.
also check your messages at your private terminal.
Надо же, как и всегда. А, вот это фон
The
добавили.
War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like...
Commander.
Oh.
Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want to...
Theories are all we've got right now.
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting. I'll bypass the Council and appeal direct...
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to...
Then build alliances.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ship. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device. When the Reapers are most... The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of...
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander.
Как это стало? Там что-то открылось. Разведка, модификации брони. Так, нужно сначала посмотреть, как вообще изменилась Нормандия. Чего где вот это было. Сука, у меня на балконе жалюзи бьются об окно. Из-за этого, я думаю, что-то происходит. Там где нихуя не происходит. Так, ну это стандартный первый этаж, что типа Джокер сидит. И обычно мы доходили всегда до вот до сюда. Просто здесь добавили вот эту комнату. Все точно так. Так, я хотел посмотреть вот на эту штуку. Военные ресурсы Альянса. Сколько эффективность, да? Я не знаю, что будет, если у тебя будет меньше, чем надо, но что-то будет. Инженерный корпус изначально идет. Третье подразделение. Почему тут, я не помню, как это было. Не синий светило, такие чуваки. Первый флот Альянса, третий. Почему у вас одно подразделение сильнее, чем первый флот, второй флот? Ясно, вот 5 единиц. Альянс. Ой, Нормандия. Адмиралы. Калисенджи. Окей. Мне интересно, можно чисто вот такими опытными персонажами появить себе достаточно уровень силы? Или могли бы как-нибудь... Тут ничего не было. Здесь был... Да, здесь был Мордин, здесь был чувак. И типа, по сути, вот этот стол стоял вот здесь. Типа его просто перетащили левее. Ну ладно. Вот эти, кстати, прикольные чувачки, две тетки. Они будут постоянно друг другом говорить какие-то вещи. Это довольно забавно. Так. Блин, Цербера все было как-то круто сделано. У Альянса всех компьютеров какие-то. Поехали. Вот этой платформе.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step...
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Это как в первой части.
Commander?
Там можно было отменить связь. Но я никогда ее не отменял. За злого можно постоянно отменять.
Lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Нет, миссия. Ух ты, ёбаный рот. Дополнительные миссии, типа. Тревога. Капитан Шепард. Союз, я занимался интерфейсами, сейчас Terra-Mail, но... Чего? Должен быть шасси, но не ценник. Толстов. Кстати, нужно будет посмотреть, что у нас есть в каюте. Глиф. А, глиф это Бунфрая. Окей. Ну это вот что-то.
Commander? Come to check.
Just wanted to see how you
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on.
Next time you need something, just...
Oh, it's no trouble.
We can put in a record.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny
Okay, yeah.
In any event, I appreciate. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me. I served my required years after graduation and decided. Although I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger.
Oh, believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone, and if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way.
You worked in Alliance Army?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating and then networking them with extrapolations. It's an exciting challenge.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the terminus system.
Это как я понял, как связь во второй части Сплиттера.
My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted, even if that freedom has its share of danger.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can...
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Special.
Да. Сука. Я заставил все сразу дорога. Так, пиццу-то мы сейчас на пицце. Жилая палуба, инженерная палуба. Поехали в каюту капитана, короче, сначала съездим. Во-первых, посмотреть, что тут надо. Просто аквариум. Рыбок уже можно разводить нельзя. Можно, конечно, себе. Ну, вот эти кринжовые мешать. В сути, всегда выбирается. Даже удар. Ух ты. Ух ты. Что-то много внешности удар. Че нельзя медалька посмотреть? Кораблики. Так. Музыка. О, броня. Мне вот эта броня очень нравится. Как они отличаются? Вечно? Эй, а где второй скин? Который был... Если бы она не так кринжово бегала, я бы мог так... Ну окей. Я лучше волосов кринж. Броня Цербера. Увеличение запаса здоровья. Да. Так, все. Ну тут все это вот здесь, вот эта хуйня. Берешь шлем монет, такой. Глутен 7. Киншаса, обновление щита. Плечи. А, только 7. Так. Окей. Антон. Ну-ка. Ой, прикольно. Ну, узоры те же самые. Цветка. А, цветка. Все как обычно. Так, больше у нас нечего. Жилая палуба. Ой, я помню. Это, короче, список людей мертвых. Кайден Аленка вам есть. Ричард Дженкинс тоже в самом начале сдох в первой части. Так, я такое ощущение, что знаю. Как звали-то? Не так. Ютубянский. Я помню. О, Чарли Пресли. Секретарь в первой части. Ну, давай посмотрим, что у нас тут есть. Так, это туалеты. Никто не будет говорить, ну что я знаю. Теперь тут просто закрыто. Второй части можно было выйти. Тут съела это самое. Тут что? Съел ты крест. Зачем? Привет, и что у нас? Здорово. Нет. Не знал. Там первый этаж переделали, вот тут добавили вот этот вариант. 4. В принципе, то же самое. Доктор Чак. О, можно перераспределить умение. Что за бонусные умения? Нет бонусных умений. Сбросьте умение капитана. Каждый. Подожди, пока это было распределено.
Commander?
Здорово.
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
По-моему, та же самая система морали, как во второй части. Так, чем более ты злой, тем ты больше красным светишься.
Yes, a checkup never hurts. Just no.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook.
Вот, твои шрамы.
And your scar. That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of...
The medbay was fully stocked. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you took each day.
Do you ever regret?
We didn't work for them. We used them. We took their money, took their best people. We used them to defeat the collect. So no, I don't regret it.
You never mentioned any of...
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each alliance, we need to end. Take care, Shepard.
Шапок посидеть в магазине сказали, блядь. Приобретение сброс умения капитана. Так, вот эта хуйня сидит. Когда там в нее, я не помню, когда в нее Сьюзи залили. По-моему, после первой высадки. Да. Тут все то же самое. Главная батарея. Странно, снайперская винтовка лежит, хотя по идее еще никого нет. Тут должен быть Гарус, как обычно. Пошли к Ляре. Я тут поставил. Раньше Миранда сидела. Здорово.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any...
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni...
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal. At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a Reaper.
Чё, блядь? Можно было выбрать одно из двух. Я поторопился с выбором.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Здорово.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device, but we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard. It's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
Гораздо раньше можно начать.
I'd like that more than anything, Liara.
Good.
There were a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later? There's so much left to do. I'm working with Edie. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later? Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean?
Very little. We're fortunate. Decoding them will require as many special...
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So is that drone your...
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions. Although I'm lucky Edie let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on...
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's... We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an approach.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a...
Can you still operate as the broker?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken it. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two is...
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his...
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last...
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, the Protheans were the only ones with substantial information. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began...
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later.
Of course.
Странно, что... Как хотел сказать-то?
Enjoy your day.
То ни в одной из частей аспекта как бы не продумано, что романтические вот эти связи, они сохраняются между играми. А они как бы просто типа, вот в игре есть, а после игры между играми их нет. Немножко странно. Если между первой и второй еще ладно, а между второй и третьей это немножко странно. Здорово.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy, or...
Engineer Adams.
I was put in charge of the Drive Corps regiment.
So, what do you think of our SR2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, I mean.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you in the Normandy. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post.
Your alliance first.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith in Alliance Agriculture. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under...
Is the new Normandy
stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past, guess it gives my team incentive to keep her... Pretty much.
Hopefully that means fewer vapor...
The IES stealth system is significantly improved.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first.
AI. I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep...
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing problems? And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers...
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from Keeper, but Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Репутация. Ну, как я понял, эта репутация, она отдается в самую... То, чего у тебя больше, тому дается репутация. Очень странно было. Тут Джек сделал. Экономия. Сколько я помню, в третьей части основная команда будет как в первой. Так сказать, как в третьей. Но с небольшими изменениями. Почему у меня вес 175%, а не 200? Ну ладно. Что-то я хотел сказать и забыл. Сука, что я хотел сказать и забыл. Про команду. Команда, по-моему, тут будет месиво, и сначала думал, что тут будет смешанная команда, как и в первой, и во второй части, но на самом деле нет. По-моему, будет в основном как в первой части команда. А из второй части тут практически никого не будет. Работает. Так, что у нас тут есть вообще? Просто так? Ничего нет. Там это хуебес качает. И я хочу посмотреть, почему у него восстановление способности не 200%, а 175%. Хотя было 200. Либо то, либо другое. Да, либо то, либо другое. Ну ладно, пока оставим так. Хранение оружия. Для чего это? Нанесение урон. Улучшение оружия — это улучшение оружия. Просто. Поискать. Магазины тут есть. Нахуя улучшение броня фермы. Для корабля. Заказы спектра. Заказы спектра — это хорошо, что они тут есть, потому что я заебался. Сирта, как я понял, удаленный доступ к цитадели, наценка 10%. Все ясно. Ты кто такой?
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chain, Commander.
Я помню, это Питер.
What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done.
He's always like that.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the survey?
So what's happening with our supply?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos with the Citadel. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy some.
So you're my shuttle pilot.
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with my experience. It made sense for me to take over, especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Я помню, что он пил. Ну ладно, давайте, короче, на этом пока закончим. Потому что и так уже дохуя времени потратили, поэтому... Причем просто на побегушки даже миссии нет. Как обычно, я, наверное, второстепенные какие-то миссии буду... Исследования планет буду проходить за кадром. А не всякие настройки, хуёки, а основной контент, ну, миссии буду снимать. А на этом закончу.